I am Akash and I recommend that you buy Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. I derived at this conclusion using the HOLT methodology and 5 key factors. The company's strong fundamental, CFORI, asset growth, sales growth, and operating margin. So let's go ahead and look at all of these in detail. Analyzing the relative wealth chart in detail, we first see the CFORI. CFORI is a measure of economic return. We can see that the company has been consistently generating higher economic return than the cost of capital. This proves that the company is well run, the only exception being in the year 1999 when the dot-com bubble negatively impacted the IT industry. Next, we move on to asset growth. We know that if the CFORI remains above the cost of capital, the company should be able to grow its assets. However, the asset growth dipped in year 2007 and then grew steadily thereafter. Over the next few years, we can expect the asset growth to slow down, and this correlates with the fact that the CFORI is expected to remain marginally above the cost of capital. Also, we see a cyclic pattern in asset growth. This can be explained by the Moore's law, which is widely used in the semiconductor industry. Now we focus on the sales growth. We see that the sales growth declined during the dot-com bubble and the financial crisis of 2008 and then have grown steadily thereafter. The non-steady sales growth can be attributed to macroeconomic factors and the competition within the semiconductor industry. But over the last 3 years, the sales growth have been steady and we can expect to see this trend over the long term. Recently, the company signed a deal with Apple for the supplier of iPhone chips and for the next generation iPhone models. The company plans to achieve a 10% or more compounded annual growth rate over a period of 5 years. The HOLT's operating margins have been relatively stable. The company's stock price started trailing the HOLT's warranted price after the year 2010. This is because the HOLT's valuation is purely an objective measure and does not take into account the market sentiment, the advancement in technology, and new product launches. All these factors affect the stock price. Based on projected CFORI levels, asset growth, steady sales growth, and stable operating margins, I think Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company is undervalued and recommend a buy.